Yeah, so from what I can remember, if I can remember fucking for starters how to play, it's been like a fortnight, so I kind of just like lose my bearings for most games in about 2 weeks, apparently. But last I knew, I was trying to like fix up the shape of my hospital, and literally we're on the 14th of September, so tomorrow is winter. Well, tomorrow should be like the last day of spring, autumn, and then it's winter. So we're getting like the bedrooms are enclosed. We're getting bedrooms, trying to get them heated. We're trying to get grow rooms under cover. I think I succeeded with like most of all that. We got attacked last fortnight. Oh, so happy continue selling wolf flesh, brushing face against fur. No, I'll give you a big ruffle. Give your face a snuggling ruffle, Viking. Just cause I'm gonna leave these ones open. I hold those ones open at the moment because I want to get heat down in here as well. So I'll probably put a heater or something here, maybe. They're doing alright. Oh yeah, they can't self-tend, so to either live or they die. Cool. I'm so happily receiving ruffles and snuggles. Yeah, so basically we had like this massive wedding. We took Tyrantha, so he's still in prison. We've got 2 people in prison. We've got 260 colonists and 2 prisoners at the moment. And I think they came in on purple. And so purple's... I don't know if purple's pissed off again. Hold on. No, they're neutral. I still need to give them gifts. I don't know if I'm loading shit up for that. Not yet, but I can. Work 3rd shift for almost a decade. Relationship with time has been tainted. I have heard that a lot of people that like, you know, do a lot of like late shifts and extra shifts and stuff like that tend to like have sleep and all that sort of stuff kind of like really screwed around permanently for life. I'm somebody that did like multiple jobs myself, so I also kind of had my sleep go in places, but I was always more like awake at night, so it's kind of always worked for me. But lately, since I've been sick, I've just been I can't sleep consistently. I can't just lay down and sleep because I have to get up and eat to take one of the medicines. So I have to like wake up at a certain time, eat something, like eat a proper meal with it, and then try to go back to sleep if I can get enough sleep. So it's not kind of working. I'm not getting like enough sleep because it takes me a while to fall asleep, and then I fall asleep, then I have to wake up, eat, try to fall back asleep, and then wake up and do stuff again. So my days are just all over the place at the moment, unfortunately. But it'd be another week of that. It'd be fine. I'm on the 2nd course of antibiotics anyway, and I'm feeling so much better. My voice is just still shit. That's mostly all it is. I feel mostly sort of normal. It just feels like there's like a tightness in my throat for like breathing and talking. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. I don't feel like I'm struggling to breathe anymore, which is nice. I'll tell you what, every time I get sick, I have such a goddamn appreciation for my lungs, like general usage, that I don't even think about it until I get sick. And then I'm like, man, I underappreciate these things. Every fucking day I don't think about it. But it's kind of motivating for me. I don't know. I don't like getting sick. But all things considered, I haven't actually got sick for quite a while before this. So I was doing really well. I'm just trying to throw some stuff at my allies. I might throw them a couple of beds because it's going to bank up some of the stuff. I just want to make them my friends again. But I don't want to give them like really great shit. Like I'm going to need furs for winter and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is I might get rid of like light leathers and, you know, lizard skins and other stuff like that, which isn't going to be too warming, but I can't give them food or anything like that. It's not quite a lot. I don't want to give them wood because I really worked hard to get wood. My colony to be able to keep the fires on for winter, so I don't want to fuck over that. I have a lot of blue fur and stuff. I do have plans for blue fur though. Maybe camel hide and some shit. Maybe that can go. Heavy fur would be great, but I don't have a lot of it, and the sheep's wool can probably go. that really didn't add much to it. I don't want to fling him a person. I could flick him in an animal. I could see if I could flick him. Can you imagine that? Okay, somebody suggested this earlier. I think it was Keelan, was just throw rats. I'm like really tempted to just flick a rat at my allies. Like, I'm sure they'd love it. But that's like emergency food and shit for me, so let's not do that. That almost brought tears to my eyes, though. That's hilarious. I do like jade and shit. Maybe I can sling him some sandstone. I don't use a lot of that. Okay, so I'll try to get my allies back to happy. I don't think one transport pod's gonna do it, but it's fine. Oh man. Also, Phoenix is already in here with us. I don't think Azula is, but she's kind of frisky at the moment. She's kind of skittling around the house doing cat business. So she'll be back, probably. My only problem with the hospital is I kind of want to round it off. But I want to make sure nobody gets trapped inside like Vincent clearly just did. Vincent, mate. Why you gotta be like this? You're gonna have to deconstruct that, and then when you're done, you can whatever. As long as you can get out, mate. Yeah, so basically, like, we had traders come and visit us last time, and the thing was that they attacked each other, and then I attacked the fourth one because the fourth one had Tyran. I wasn't not taking Tyran for Tyrantha. I've been looking for somebody for him for a long time, a very long time. So to get him, that was awesome. Even though he's not the greatest colonist, but to get one that's literally that, like, that's pretty awesome. And what else we have happen? I got my bedrooms heated as well. I put like my heater thingies down here. Not all of my heating is going to be on for winter. A lot of this is going to be like fire powered, so I don't know if this is really going to be warm enough, but if I can, it's 7 degrees outdoors and it's 21 indoors. Like, it's not hypothermia inside, so it's fine. We are making clothes. This shit fit here is literally just, I want them to put down a piece of clothing, somebody exchange a piece of clothing for something better, leave it, and I'll just like sell it and stuff. I could be putting that inside, but this is the fastest way for me to get them to just exchange. Like, White literally just put down a new pair of pants. I hope somebody walks over and grabs those. I'm trying to make sure everybody has some kind of clothing for winter because we had a lot of tattered clothing for a long time. We still have low food, and that's a problem. We are working on smelting stuff. I realized I made the wrong bench last week. Last fortnight or whatever. So now we have this thing, but I don't have power for it yet. I've got to sort out where I'm connecting it in from and what's happening with that. Because if I could get enough, if I could shred a couple of mechs, I could get a little bit more metal. Like, we've got 700 metal. And I just need to move my chat window over, actually. Hold on. Forgot about that. No, come back, game. I need to be able to see where my shit is. Just move over, like... You guys can't see me moving it over, but... There we go. Now it's out of the way. Picking out, that's fine. Yeah, so the chat window is stagnant for you guys. It doesn't move. But for me, I move it around my screen, like, wherever I need it for different games and stuff. And at the moment, it's like over here. But you guys will see messages up here and stuff. So it stays out of the way. But at the moment, I had it shoved over for like once human for the whole week. And I just hadn't moved it back. But I want to get a couple more of like my solar things. If I could get... I don't know if these are connected. They are pretty damaged. My people keep like destroying them. We did get that connected. We got another geothermal. My thoughts were we connected up this one. And I don't have electricity going to it, I don't think. Or we kind of do. Yeah, we're working on that. That's going to be steel. Oh, it's just work left, actually. Hold on. Let's, for starters, make sure that... Yeah, he got out. He got out. Okay, cool. And nobody else got trapped in. Alright, I just had to check that because I'm like, my people aren't the brightest little, like, critters. Sometimes they will just like get themselves trapped in a wall and be like, cool, this is my life now. And I'm like, you don't have to go that fucking hard with it, you know? You could just like exist with the rest of the colony instead of living in the walls. But no, my colonists are like, nah, I'm gonna just be edgy today. So I'm making it kind of roundish. I think that's actually pretty fucking round at this point. I generally actually make these based on sunlight. So if I was to put that in the center, it's actually pretty close. It's off by like 1 or something. Like 1 down, 1 up. I could make it rounder by taking it up by 1, but I think I've measured it out the perfect distance between the 2 buildings. I don't want them to be any closer. So I just kind of have to deal with that. I'm just looking at this, I'm like, it bothers me. But like the sides are equal. It's actually, no, it's centered. It's fine. It's just not up as high. How far up are we looking at for this? Yeah, give me my dots. How far away from this are we? 5. We also 5 here. Yeah. Okay, so it's fine. It's as close as I'm going to make that. I want there to be space between these doors for like battles and shit. Right. I do not like bottlenecking my base where possible. And I have got it at the moment. I've got a lot of electricity on like one side. I've got a lot of like short, narrow passages and stuff like that. Like, as long as they don't move the colonists, prisoners out of this room, my prisoners will stay warm through winter. I've got my air conditioners are all off. I do not know if that is off. So my next question is, how can I get just enough power? I think if I connect this one up. Hi Nomi, can you build? You cannot. What about Sari? No. Joki should be able to actually. Surprisingly not. I don't know why you're delivering anything. You can. Burrow, mate. As soon as you're done. I don't think that's the right button. There we go. Alright, I was just holding down the wrong button. That's why they keep stopping doing stuff. It's fine. I'll fuck this up a few times before I remember it. But if I could get him to just walk down here and connect up this power, what will happen is we'll suddenly have a whole nother geothermal working for this entire lineup. And I hope that it's going to be enough to at least power the, I think the fabricator machine. I think that's what it is. The blue one. And I'll have a look and see if I can shred mechs. If I can shred mechs, we'll get metal. If we could get metal, I can very easily just get us electricity. So after that one's done there, I want to open up like a couple more of these to get made kind of thing. At the moment, I don't think they're split. I do have the intention to have my base split on quads, or at least halves. But I can't do that right now because I just need to make it through winter. The problem we've got is that when we moved here, I kind of really didn't have surplus of food. So what we kind of ended up with is basically like we moved base twice and I lost a lot of resources in amongst that. We lost a lot of food production. We lost a lot of harvesting, all sorts of stuff. And so we kind of crippled the base for moving here. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get them enough food and warmth just to make it through this winter. If they can survive, if most people don't die of hypothermia, the next year should be just insane. Because once it hits spring, I'm just going to bomb out this entire place as a grow room, an external grow area, just anywhere I can put something to fucking grow something. I have so many people that can do growing. I just need them to. Also, Don just joined, so that's great. Mate, what are you? You're a daytimer. Nice. Oh, medical. Well, that's good. All right, let's get you sorted. Well, that means we've got 261 colonists and 1 prisoner now. So, not bad. Oh, you're a daytimer. You're all the way down here. The thing, too, is I'm trying not to keep a lot of animals over winter. Because I've done this a couple of times. I've tried to keep, like, a lot of, like, adult animals over winter. And they end up having, like, they end up having all their like babies and shit before the end of winter, and all the babies die off, and a lot of the pregnancies get lost from it as well. And it's a waste of resource, basically. The animals are a good resource and shit, but like I need them to actually survive into spring, so I only want like the bare minimum going forward, so we have just enough to feed them, because winter comes out of our kind of pocket, out of our storage, instead of just like this grass and shit will die off when it snows and shit, you know. You can do a little bit of cooking. You do mostly medical and research and stuff. Hunting's not that strong. If you could work on getting your skills up in cooking, I know it's really low, but that would be good. That would be helpful. The rest of it is so bad. I'll give you some crunchy ones because you don't really have much in the way of skills. I just want you to be able to do something. Alright. They'll mostly do cleaning and shit. Hey Scarlet, welcome in. How's your pizza? What the? Hey Shadow, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. For a second there I thought that broke my game. Jesus. Do you need seeds to grow specific things, or do you have access to everything automatically? So basically, if I want to do like a grow area like this, right, all I have to do is say, put down a little spot that's a green area to grow and say, I want to plant this. This is what will be planted. My people walk over and they'll start planting it as long as I allow them to sow it. I don't need to have seeds, which is great. It's not like Dwarf Fortress where I need that. But like, as long as I've got the people, as long as the space is allocated, they will run out and just do it. I will hydrate and all sorts of stuff. Hold on. Months of watching a Prillic goat burr. Holy shit, that's 11 months of watching me go burr.
Jeez.
Also, I forgot to turn on all of my fucking channel points yesterday. I realized, I'm like, man, it's really quiet for 7 days. And then I looked at it afterwards and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that would be why, because there was nothing you guys could redeem. And I'm like, well, that's on me. But I have my first slice of cheese now. Maybe I can like get up to a whole burger. Yeah, no, there were so many stupid things that I did yesterday. And I'm like, I would normally expect some kind of reaction or something. I'm like, I was only getting health and wellness, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just the day. I will also stretch too. I'm still sitting up pretty good. My posture is actually pretty good these days. Like I don't slouch over the microphone as much anymore, because as you guys know, like I have a keyboard cover instead of a microphone stand. So I always felt really like compelled to kind of like hunch over my microphone to kind of like get my voice going and stuff. But I don't actually need to do that. I can sit back and my voice projects towards it and it's fine. So I'm getting better with that. But I do appreciate the posture reminders and stuff, because I'm trying to remember, now that I've actually got myself like out of that, is I'm trying to remember to just square up my shoulders and shit when that's redeemed. So I'll try to remember to do that from now on. I also made a heap more benches and stuff in here too. So I just need to check that they have allocations to them. The pizza was so good. Good. We had a frozen pizza, which I ended up cooking up in the morning because I was really, really hungry for some reason. I'm guessing it's because I've finally come out of like not being able to eat and shit. So like my first order was like to just fucking eat. Because I had the noodles. I had noodles and I had that salad before stream, and then I had, what the fuck else did I eat? I ate half a pizza as well, and then I just like passed out and went to sleep. I'm like, that was my morning. But I felt so fucking incapacitated from it, but I was still hungry. I don't understand. But I had to wake up in like a few hours anyway and eat again anyway, so that wasn't pleasant. I hate like having to wake up to eat and then go back to sleep because I've got to eat something with stuff. So I ate the other part of the pizza. I'm finally on level 50 missions now, and they want to chuck level 60 elites at me. Yeah, they'll do that. Also, a lot of the level 50 monoliths are not level 50s, they're 60s. And that was a hell of a fucking surprise to me, because I wasn't ready for it. I'll see if I can get somebody around here. Like Ludo or Manila or someone. Brick can do construction. What are you doing? You're going to play games. We'll get this guy for a moment. Yeah, how you been, Scarlet Shadow? I already asked Sariel earlier, so I kind of like have that already, but it's, I don't know. No sleep path. That's fine. You'll get to it. So glad I have tungsten ammo. Yeah. Look, there's like still AP or something like that too, and I didn't get anything out of that. I just stayed at tungsten. At the moment, like Nick and I are a little bit like not sure what to do with Once Human, because like we would like to do like the Ancient Ones trial, and would like to finish off some of the quests and stuff, but at the same time we don't really have that much motivation. Like we went pretty fucking hard at the game over the weekend, so we're a bit kind of like zapped at the moment. Don't use AP, waste of status. Yeah, I felt that way too. The other thing too is we had to do a lot of silos to be able to deal with actually getting our gear repaired and calibrated and everything, so it's quite a lot of work. I wonder if I could get them to store the shit inside. No, I don't want them to waste space, and I actually don't have many guns down on the ground too, so that's not too bad. Save that. I'm loving the RimWorld music. I miss this so much. Yeah, that much. I'm watching and listening on PC and on mobile just to write, because laying in bed, nice. I actually have done that before. I do that with my tablet sometimes if I'm watching somebody, and I'm like, or I'll be on the computer and then I'll like go to my phone as I'm like roaming around the house, and I'll come back and return to the computer and stuff. That way I can still respond and stuff. Did they end up making the thing? Yes, they did. Okay, cool. Cool. If that's the case, let's get these two. Let's let them make these two. I should have plenty enough to make that. I don't know if I got components for it though. I know it's a mess. Yes, I do. Actually, I've got enough. I could probably make 4 of these fuckers. Let's make 4 new electrical things. I think they're all like connected. Yeah, they're all connected at the moment. So this will be fine. This will give us a lot of power. The reason why I want to get a lot of electricity is if I can get electricity through winter, we can get ourselves the heaters on. That's my intent. Okay, if I add in those, and I think I've got hidden wires are supposed to like, I don't know if I want to connect it. They should automatically, I'm saying this like hypothetically, they should connect, but I'll see it when it happens. I'm pretty sure as long as they're side by side, they normally do it. We'll see. If not, I'll put in lines for it. It'll be fine. I also made warm area for the animals too, so they've got somewhere where they can go and be warm. Click off that. It's 28 degrees indoors. That's pretty toasty. Animals should survive, and even the eggs might actually not freeze. Could you imagine actually having fucking baby chicks and shit through winter? They're gonna die as soon as they walk outside, but you know, it's chicken nuggets basically at that point. Sorry, that's getting a bit more. I don't use AP. Oh yeah, you know, I read that. And Mum brought with her 20 kilos of food, and most of it's past expiration date. Oh my god. So I just gotta sift through 20 kilos of food while I have only one shelf inside a small fridge. I fucking hate it when like parents do that. They're like, okay, I don't want to throw this out, but at the same time, it's like depending on how long ago it expired and what it is, it's like really questionable, and it ends up putting the waste and disposal on you and stuff. That's really frustrating, especially if you don't have a lot of space. But it also depends too, if you know, whatever you're comfortable with eating and shit like that, like it might give you additional free food and stuff. So I get the point behind it, but god, that shit's frustrating. I don't know. I obviously used to get that a lot as well. It's kind of like, oh, I've got all this extra food, and it's like you look at something, it's like, Mum, I was eating this as a teenager before I moved out of home. Why is it still in your house? Like, it's that kind of feeling sometimes. So that's over 2 months past expiration date, and she's just, oh, check, it's probably still fine. Yeah, see, I can understand that. Like, it depends what it is. Like, most, like, I would say, like, pastas and shit like that might be shelf stable for a little bit longer. Sometimes really well sealed tin stuff might be good for longer, stuff like that. It's really a lot about, like, case by case scenario, but when it ends up being, like, say a lot of it has to be destroyed, that's when it's more frustrating. I'll see if they can pop another one of these here, because if we can, we'll have almost all the power in the base built up, except for that one. I haven't got that connected yet, but that's fine. Some of the dry stuff has years. Yeah, exactly. It just depends what it is. I don't know, as long as it's also normally more like cupboard stuff, I think. Because pantry stuff, I watch a lot of people that do long-term shelf-stable foods and stuff. I find it really interesting because, like, some of the stuff that they make and how many years it can estimate to live, well, not live, but, you know, last and stuff like that. It's fascinating, you know, and it's like, cool. These people are able to do that themselves. I personally do not have the energy or drive or desire to, like, you know, grow a heap of things or buy things that are almost about to go off and then, you know, go through the process of, like, getting them all canned up or cooked up and stuff like that. But I love seeing people do the recipes and stuff, you know. Just, I don't know, it's something I can appreciate that other people do that I can't or won't kind of do. I don't know. I'm also trying to get this enclosed a bit more too, because when this encloses, I'll have storage down here. I'll actually have storage rooms in here. And some of the pantry stuff lasts, only then starts to live. What? And only then starts to live? Look, when your corned beef starts sliding off your shelf and out the door, that's when you might want to be throwing it out. I don't know. You should be throwing out some of that. I don't know. I'm just making a joke about it. They still haven't brought this dye and it's going to deteriorate eventually. I also want to attack this ancient danger too, but I'm not sure about doing it in winter. Yeah, I know. Bird doesn't get medical attention. They'll do what they get. They'll get what they get. At 28 degrees indoor. We're doing good. We're good. They're warm. Even with all the animals passing through here. I put a bunch of, like, beds and stuff for the animals in just, like, weird places where I can't grow things. So for anybody that's not quite familiar with this, if I say, show me the fertility of the land, okay? So all of this is like, this is good, I could grow on that. This is great, I should grow on that. This is not so good. It will grow, but less, slower kind of thing. And like areas like this, or if it's red, I can't grow on, I can't build on. So in spots like that, where it's like marshy and stuff, if I can build a, what do you call it? A boardwalk thing, a bridge. If I can build a bridge in here because I can't grow on it, right? I can end up putting animal beds on it. It doesn't matter too much. All as it does is let me just utilize a space that I couldn't previously use and allows my animals to be somewhere warm. Because this room's kind of temperature-ish warm. Not super warm, but I could probably slap a heater in here. We actually do have, lights in here, so maybe I'll slap one in here after all. I'll tuck it in the corner, see if we can warm up this room. I'm back, was just doing announcements on Discord. Also talking about animals, I need to check up on my wolves once human. Oh, you catch some, did ya? I actually got attacked by a wolf in 7 Days to Die. The new, like, you know, normal wolves and stuff that just roams around, and I'm like, I thought of you at the time. Not getting attacked by a wolf, obviously, but just like, oh, it just occurred to me. I'm like, I wonder if you caught one yet. You know? High mood. Nice. You got two. You got a male and a female. Nice. Does it tell you if they're going to reproduce, or does that just, will that just happen at some point? Could you imagine if you caught two wolves and they just fucking hate each other? And all they do is just sit there, like, staring at each other, like, pissy at each other. Like, you've got a good emote for this kind of thing. Hold on. Let me just see. I want to look at your emotes for a second. I could imagine them sitting there, like, looking at each other like this. and being like, I don't want to reproduce. Like, that's what I'm imagining. They're just like not gonna. Right. That's just what I'm imagining. But yeah, I think it's this shit every time you get like animals and you like put them together, because like in RimWorld is wild. RimWorld does not give a fuck. Okay, you can get yourself a cat or a chicken or whatever your creatures are. Obviously they don't breed between species, but the species themselves do not care for the relation of the animal. If I look at Trixie, for instance, her father is Bubba, her mother, grandniece, and second cousin is Sulfur, her sister is Haga,